Famble them on a good morning, good afternoon or good evening, based on usa on a day where they watch this live video streaming or listen to this audio message or so. Famble them as usual, I'm working come up with this program for your side, my side, and the truth. And by extension, put your eye down, make you see your nose. Where we Nigerian famble then can say shine your eye. Me na Editayo George Temple, proprietor Universal Times newspaper, and we famble then can also call the investigative journalist. Famble them today na Tuesday, the 15th of November 2022. And inside today's own program, now then topics there so we can look into proper. The first topic for today say Sylvia Blyden foolishly exonerates President Bio on the July 22nd, 2022 suspected Kush and cocaine container saga. What a shame. The second topic for today say Adebayo and PPP are not responsible for the killings of innocent citizens on August 10th, but President Bio, General Kaloko, and their collaborators. These are my evidences. The third topic for today say Abdullahi Jallo exposed SVTV1 host Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi. And the fourth, which is the final topic for today, say how blogger Hawanatu Kone and Samuel Wise Bangura conspired with Junior Navo to stage manage Housemate Salon Season 3 in favor of Juliana Conte, alias Julie Tombo, as against Aminata Mansare, alias Lady Nata. Famble them, now then topics there so they can look into proper. However, before we will give body water with music, but since we are advised by no less a person than Mr. Bangura, when one of we esteemed viewers and listeners, we don't put on all the music until and unless otherwise we get dissenting views from other people then for we continue with the music section. Be it as it may, famble them, now we go straight to the program for today. The first topic of discussion for today say Sylvia Blyden foolishly exonerates President Bio on the July 22nd, 2022 suspected cocaine and Kush container saga. What a shame. Famble them, it is really a shame for Yeri Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, where now one of the media voices them and opinionists where Sierra Leoneans them they listen to and also follow up. Be it as it may, famble them Sylvia Olayinka Blyden after the July 22nd suspected cocaine and Kush container saga, we come out with one write-up where he say in they do in-depth investigation into this suspected cocaine saga and it will inform the world accordingly. After all the information we give about trace towards this container under review from Brazil to Morocco to this and that, at the end of the day, Sylvia Blyden, after promising for come back to the public with his findings, we end up Usai at the cans taken from so. When from that particular point there, we all know say Sylvia Blyden was compromised. Right? Family them. Usai Sylvia Blyden exonerates President Bio, and from there they take him and come to Usai myself gets me on fact for say. No. President Bio is guilty as charged. That is to say, heavy lies the head that wears the crown. If you are the president of a country, then something that happen, you're able to take action. I'm afraid. Famble them. Why I say heavy lies the head that wears the crown, and if President Bio fail for take action, is also culpable and should be held accountable. It's evidence of the fact that yesterday, when at the 14th of November 2022, a follow-up, one undercover investigative journalist, a renowned investigative journalist in Ghana by the name of Anyampwe Anas. Fambulem, after Anas in Revelation yesterday, even before he screened the show yesterday, the Minister of State and Finance in Ghana was sacked by Nana Udo Kafo, right? That is to say, the President of Ghana. He sacked the Minister of State and Finance Minister because of where the name we mentioned into the Galamasi economy documentary where the renowned journalist Anas came out with. So similarly, we'd expect this from President Bio, right? If President Bio don't get a lot of information there about some of the ministers who not behave properly, but he still maintain the inside cabinet, then it's evidence of the fact that President Bio is not serious. He's not serious because you know go get bad eggs amongst you and your ranks, then evidence is that they come out when they point at them. The best you can do is for transfer them, right? Come on, that's bad. Emerson, before be they say, they take old wine, put on a new bottle. That's what they accuse former President Kuruma. Family, just like I was saying, let's go straight to Usai Sylvia Blyden fall short of in work as an investigative journalist, as she claims, and one of the trusted patriots and opinionists. According to Sylvia Blyden, she said, I want to apologize for not doing the promised Facebook Live broadcast on the suspected cocaine container last night. Time management issues beyond my control caused the delay. I'm currently busy handling so much other issues since this morning. My hands are full of so many tasks, including to earn my daily bread from the honest sweat of my brows. Rest assured that my investigations are continuing. This photograph is of the compound purported paint factory at Kleintown, where the suspected container, cocaine container was taken last Friday, July 22nd, after it was ostensibly hijacked in what appeared to have been a classic cocaine extraction, rip-on, rip-off maneuver by a group of black-skinned foreigners. Family Sylvia Blyden went on to state that, more importantly, this my investigative work is a non-political, patriotic investigation, and so far I have seen no reason as yet to impugn His Excellency the President or anybody in his top government hierarchy over this cocaine matter. Could you imagine? Sylvia Blyden went on to state that I am fully aware the police ADC to the President has been immediately transferred. Anyway, from the office of the President to a secure at police headquarters. See attached copy of his transfer orders. But so far, I see no reason to directly impugn HE, the President, in this cocaine matter so far. Finally, take note that transiting cocaine through our shores is something that should concern all Sierra Leoneans, patriots across party lines. This is not SLPP versus APC business. It is well documented by the United Nations that if cocaine business becomes deeply embedded in any West African country, it is a source for destabilizing that country. So let's join hands to protect the country. This is not an APC fighting SLPP politics business. It's pure patriotism. it is patriotism business. Thank you, and I will hopefully come online very soon to do the live broadcast on my exclusive findings so far. May God bless us all, and God bless Sierra Leone. Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, Order of the Rokel, 1 p.m. on Thursday, July 28, 2022. Feel free to share. Family them, this Sylvia Blyden writes on this day under review. Now, family them, help me ask Sylvia Blyden, since after the 28th of July 2022, what else you don't say about this cocaine container following the investigation we be promised say it do? From that 10 days to now. Then, in the area of President's Bio, I don't come out with the evidences, right? From where we sleep na the Clinton area that next day to waiting, right? A very senior member of the government, where na Sir Emmanuel Johnny, right? Director of Policy and Research and Planning at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, say about claiming ownership, whilst Mahesh of PC and Son then say that they get a container, right? So, as all this they happen, wherein I don't show President Bio that ADC, former ADC to the president, when I'm Mr. Sylvester Koroma, in vehicle, where na be SLP 333, in official vehicle, now they use for go pull the container and a water key and bring and come out. That statement never makes so no less a person but the ops officer now Ross Road Police Station, ABM Camara, we arrest Sir Johnny and take him for safe custody. Confirm and say yes at the container that. Fabu them una tell me now if President Bio don't take action against former ADC Sylvester Koroma, apart from the transfer, we transfer him to a safe location, like how Sylvia himself says so. So, is President Koroma a president who is serious about addressing drug trafficking now West Africa and Africa as a whole? No, he's not. I also provide evidence for sure say the LUC now Ross Road Police Station, when a LUC Dennis Taylor facilitates the release of Sir Johnny. What has President Bio done to Dennis Taylor? I also don't play audio evidence. We don't show say yes. Sir Johnny talked to one young man by the name of Nyake. Where Nyake they ask her if you don't call Mahesh Nidwani or what have you, right? Of PC and Son. What has President Bio, right, does to Mahesh or what have you? So, where is President Bio committed in addressing this issue under review? Fumble them. Why I say President Bio not committed for addressing this issue and he should be blamed? Because I don't make reference to what happened in neighboring Ghana, right? Where the president of Ghana just don't sack the finance minister and minister of state, right? Because of allegation will come out and evidence proof. Up to now, President Bio don't know that in this. So how serious is he? President Bio is just good at protecting his henchmen. Because there are so many issues that don't come out with, apart from this one here, so, right? Wherein it protects in people them. And for sure, say they protect in people them, family them, when they come to the August 10 issue, when I go laugh, waiting to happen. And now I know say President Bio, General Kaloko, and Iron Brush, how they call them, say that's what they are all cowards, family them. So until that happen, why they come here, know why reach that side, but kuna wait long small here. But the fact remains, now for sure, say President Bio not serious about addressing cocaine trafficking in Sierra Leone, using that as a safe haven, right? Police arrested the main suspect by the name of Sir Emmanuel Johnny and let him go without conducting investigation. Could you imagine? Then they arrest foreigners them we come on another country, like that Liberian, that Guinean, and that Lebanese. The one they inside their own country, they left them. Police arrest 7 Ghanaians, including Sir Johnny's son, and release them without prosecution. Could you imagine? Family them, let them tell me now. Then 17, or then 7 people in the way they arrest, including one when Sir Johnny in Peking, the others as Ghanaians with Dutch nationality. Where are they? Also again, They arrest some military officers them, right? Where they go beat them 7 people there so under review. The military officers then, where are they? They were released under the instruction of Keita, when are also another aide of President Biona in Presidential Lodge Office Day, right? Mr. Keita and Mr. Sylvester Koroma, when I former ADC. They authorized, or they left this with their money, they left them. So tell me, where is the seriousness in addressing this crime issue, and why should President Bio not be blamed? Especially where former ADC to President Sylvester Koroma, in official vehicle, could you imagine? Vehicle bought 2 taxpayers' money, and that was SLP 333. Now they used for go pull the cocaine container and Wataki first in the history. Nothing not commodity. So how you not go blame President Bio? And also again, IG Sovula himself your name coincide. But what he do now for retire IG Sovula and also transfer Sylvester Koroma, Keita and the rest. Family, then what am I trying to say? President Bio is culpable and guilty as charged. Now, make a come out with the reference of Anas in case Nagana, make a come to Sierra Leone. I'm happy Umar Fofana reported on the BBC the last time that when former President Dr. Anas Koroma being get information about a loaded plane of cocaine, he took affirmative action. They were arrested, charged to court, including Mohamed Sisse, the lawyer, where they're talking also. He was also charged. Kemo Sisse, among others, including the foreigners them. Yes. Now this will talk about the president who committed in addressing drug trafficking issue. Right? President Koroma, former, addressed the issue to the satisfaction of each and every Sierra Leonean, including members of the international community. So why is the escape route or platform created for President Bio by Sylvia Blyden? Sylvia Blyden, are you being so myopic or so heartless, to say the least? Because of now, you said you received brown envelope as personal assistant to First Lady Fatima Bio. Now, you have been compromised. Family, another issue make a say and say, former President Koroma was serious in addressing crime issues in Sierra Leone than President Bio. Now, the fact that I could remember in 2012, Sylvia Blyden is a witness because she carried that particular story. She carried that story. 2012, when Sule Mana Pukumu now be the protocol na State House to former President Koroma, I beget intelligence for say 34 container loaded of timber they prepare for left the shores of Sierra Leone. On that fateful day, I took those 34 container numbers to former President Koroma State House through the help and aid of Suleimana Pukumu after I don't present me evidences them to them. Waiting the former protocol to former President Koroma do, he creates an opportunity for me to meet with former President Koroma, right? I met with former President Koroma in his office. I presented my case to him, and immediately he called Kelly Conte, Brigadier Kelly Conte, who was with him also again at State House. Kelly Conte is watching or listening. He could prove me right. President Koroma tell Kelly Conte for let me to go inside one of them private room at State House day, make a furnish her with information, that which I did. Right? Be it as it may, Kelly Conte, having instructed by President Koroma former to take affirmative action, was dragging his feet. So what happened? I get for call the head of the Anti-Corruption Commission by then, who was Joseph Fitzgerald Camara. He gave me appointment. I go meet in my office immediately. Explain here what happened. See, I don't talk with former President Koroma. He sent me to Kelly Conte. Me and Kelly Conte go talk. But Kelly Conte is dragging his foot and us. And I was talking by then. Few hours from them, the container before left to the shipway for Kerango. Waiting JFK do, instead of act immediately. If I lie, JFK can prove me right or wrong. JFK acts immediately, instruct the Anti-Corruption Commission officials them for go down Wataki and go impound those 34 containers, that which they did. They impounded those 34 containers, they kept them there, investigate the matter, charge the people to court. The one they were in charge, I'm sure some of them are alive. Keita, Suma, Conte, among others. Yes. They were charged to court, found guilty, and then got for do what they're supposed to do. Right? Through the law. Now, as I say, Sylvia Blyden was one of the person who carried out that story. If you not check my website in page, if you don't put it down, he carried that story there about me. While she be try for juxtapose them with waiting with young brother Soyo Samura do about Alex Mansare, and also Momo Conte and former Vice President Sam Sumana. Yes, Sylvia Blyden used that my story. So why wouldn't she advise President President Bio now to act just as President Koroma did in 2012 with that suspected timber containers, which proved to be right? And as I was talking to you here, or as I'm talking to you, that particular case, Anti-Corruption Commission me win am at the court of law, and I'm not gonna lie, me 10% commission where the Anti-Corruption Commission supposed for give me as a whistleblower, I was given. Now used for buy me second vehicle where I be the use. That is clear. Honest labor. I don't go for bribe or waiting. No. The money we consider before give me the one they go with the timber and left all down and prosecute them. So the other way if you say the work they do so now I begin for do I mean waiting. You guys are joking. My days with the British Intelligence Service now they are beginning start patriotism and nationalism. So I just reference to 2012 and Sylvia Blyden can prove me right. Former President Koroma act accordingly. So what is taking current President Bio not to act after all the evidences that I don't give? I'm afraid. And Sylvia Blyden is foolishly, carelessly and recklessly exonerating President Bio. No. Mind you, when the time is right, all of you are going to pay the price. Yes, all of you are going to pay the price. And Famudem, just like I was saying, I rest my case on this particular cocaine container saga and move to other important national issues then from today. Maybe I will come in at an interval until I prepare the documentary. Some people they ask me, well, Editayo, if you don't talk about this August 10 documentary, waiting there happen now. Fambulem, I know how easy, when I feel say easy for come out with documentary, so exactly well designed, well organized documentary. It's not easy. And then not to talk of the finance. I mean, we'll get the much finances, but I'm still struggling. And definitely, they're going to come out. Because when they're out, I will sell them to whatever medium I want to sell them and make some money that I will use to continue to serve you, right, in my capacity as an investigative journalist. And present them to the other relevant authorities then. For this drug business, including the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. I will present them to them as well. Then we will know between Sylvia Blyden and President Bio or me who is fooling who. Fambudem, let's go to the next topic of discussion for today. Fambudem, the next topic of discussion for today say Adebayo and PPP are not responsible for the killings of innocent citizens on August 10th, 2022, but President Bio, General Kaloko, and their collaborators. These are my evidences. Fambudem again, why? With me full chest, I go say, Adebayo, or by the real name Abdul Will, I don't know how true it is, right, should not be held accountable for what happened on August 10, not the PPP movement. Why I say so for? Fambudem, the call for demonstration is a fundamental human right as entrenched in the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone and that of the Geneva Convention of the World. So, for Le Adebayo and PPP organizers them as a pressure group call for demonstration, it's not a crime. The response of the state apparatus to the call for demonstration is the crime. Yeah, it's the crime. In that light, Fambudem, just like I was saying, Adebayo and PPP should not be held accountable because after all what I don't do, I don't present all the evidences them. Could you imagine? I see some people that they peddle some fake news and information them. Now the media, they tell people them say the search with the Holland or Dutch police then go search Adebayo and host in relation to the information we then give about some other issues, them including the August 10 and waiting, and with them that is just a joke here. Just like how I say, without taking a debriefing for Adebayo, whom I don't know, I've never seen him facially, nor had the opportunity of talking to him, nor am I taking the briefing for him. But I'm just that patriotic and nationalistic Sierra Leonean who always stand for the truth. Despite what people then go say me Adebayo get issues and waiting, will not get, but the fact remains, I don't go sit down anybody, blackmail anybody, or give anybody problem. So in that light, Adebayo should not be held accountable, not PPP, because the protest what they call was legitimate. It is their right. Yes, it is their right to call for protests and demonstration. The government and the forces get the responsibility for manage the riotous conduct or demonstration, as the case may be, professionally. But their action and intention to kill, which according to lawyers they can say, riotous intent or riotous actor, or whatever as the case may be, now then they look at presently, and that the International Criminal Court get for look at. Fam with them, just like I was telling us, say, President Bio, General Kaloko, and his team, they are all cowards. Could you imagine? Fam with them, after then 2 evidences they were play with. One, Usai General Kaloko joined the soldier man them, Nashaka Stephen Street, to Wilberforce Street, to Abacha Street. They call on Salina for common dome, they can kill them at the demonstration. Eh? Fam will get me laugh, they can't show them now. Then don't delete them or put them down at the internet, at the system. And I'm sure they had to pay WhatsApp and TikTok for that. They have to pay. They don't pay, they don't put them down. But they fail for realizing and we don't capture them and don't put them on your own documentary. They're not able for hide behind them fingers. Could you imagine? I was shocked when I checked my archive today or make I for play them and notice that they don't put them down because what make for I've played with other video evidences when once it has been put down by the Meta or what have you, and no I can appear. So now I know say General Kaloko, they really know say they all don't qualify for be suspect, yeah, or classmates of the International Criminal Court. So these guys are coward. General Kaloko, iron brush, where they call say I go brush people them. Continue for brush. Go they brush no more. Iron brush, go they brush. President Bill, continue for kill people and no more. Continue for kill we. Continue for intimidate we. You guys will pay for it when the time is ripe. Now as I'm talking to you, they don't begin free dobra. Then 2 evidences then they force. They don't put them down. Could you imagine? Soldier man, we got a responsibility for protect citizens from external aggression. They involved in domestic issue. They kill people there. Then now they don't put them down. They don't free. They don't put them down. If they're not for free, they're for left and they make it day. They're for left and they make it day. If I'm going to make a show now for say then don't put them down. Yeah. I can just show now one small secret. These guys are coward. They think I'm joking. They don't know how they right now. If they know, then go be careful. From them, the first one now been this na Keith Wellington Usai having call himself Usai General Kaloko, Iron Brush and others be the call on people. Then you see them now. When you press this button, and I make another show everything, I keep them, right? When you press them now, look them, nothing they come on, nothing they play. Nothing they play. Nothing. They don't put them down. Now it just appear like a picture. Now so they appear now, just like a picture. One old video where they played before. They don't put them down. But this one still there because these are the screenshots picture we still there. Even though them back then day. But the video they inside my system. They can't act or neither put me on system down. So Kaloko, why would I afraid for? Why would I put them down? Why would I put them down, my brother? You should have left it there. The second one is this, yeah. Fam with them, this now be PZ area by how they call this place? By you see the soldier talk over in Paco Basai by Wilberforce Street, very close to Zion Church. Yeah, yes. Now they that the pack so where General Kaloko they talk again, right? Now they don't put them down inside figure. That the same thing. Look at, you know they play family. You know they play. It is down. They don't put them down, including the south side where they don't massacre people. Then done where then be they jubilate, right? Where then they dance, the soldier man there. This back look at, they don't put them down. They don't put them down. It is no longer playing. Look at how they press for us. So it is not playing. The other one then still did it. And for sure, say them put them down. The other one they weren't able for put down and able for arc, then still did it. Right? You see? The other one they able for hack, they don't hack them, but they were so they don't put them all down. They all able for play again. They were all able to play for another days here. They don't put them down. These guys are coward. They're real cowards, right? These guys are cowards, right? This all they don't put them, they don't act at all, they don't put them down, right? These guys are cowards. But they still did it. And beyond them, when me gather, right, from Usai, Umaru Fofana, and others, then they parabulate the Eastern Police.
You see Abacha streets right now, as you can see. Abacha we can do the busy streets. As of now, it's as quiet and peaceful. You see officers in there full habit for ensure say
they don't even mean all the other one then they don't hack them and put them down. But the one that we may get, including this for Umaru Fofana, they're not able to put, they're able to hack me phone, they're able to put me down. Look at this, Umaru Fofana. Umaru moving towards the human rights defenders network people used to slaughter people on that day. Yes, look at it. Human rights defenders network. They're not able. Somebody wanna see? They want them way. Oh my days. These guys are cowards, right? I said people are cowards. So now I don't begin afraid. When I don't say nothing yet, when I wait small no more. But the fact remains, all of these are on my page. Then inside them in video they ask, when I go watch them there. Now they don't put them, the one the way they able to put down, they don't put them down. They don't close them on my system now. The phone, look at them there so. My neighbor for open there again, look at them. Like the one they ask so. Right? All the wire, they don't put them down. They don't hack them and put them down because they were there. These guys think they are smart. You think you have silver blinding by your side and silver blinding is smart. No, I'm the smartest. See, silver blinding I know, I'm a computer expert, but I'm also an office user specialist and I can work within my capacity. And also when I get David Pandanoa, who is also knowledgeable in computer, but I can also do my thing. These guys are coward. So why are you people afraid? Why would I go for the academic videos that I saw and put them down? But the one that when me get inside my system now, where I don't protect, the one that when I me self do immediately on the sites. Why not get them? And I don't plan for when I can't bully them. So person can't kill me when I can't send bombs that day. Because still now they can't meet me at this 13th floor or so. Oh my days, why they push on a force from the 13th floor? So now they reach at the 5th floor. When I don't die. So no attempt so that they can meet inside there. No attempt that one they save, right? So far with them, this is what I'm saying. These guys are coward. They have put down all of those. So, just like I was saying, yes, definitely, Adebayo or PPP should not be blamed. But General Kaloko, President Bio, and the collaborators, I do have the other evidences, and some are on this particular Facebook wall when they watch show, including the other sources. So you guys think that all around put them down the internet now and waiting don't pay Meta put the one that are so dumb then go able. Family una see we make one will tell me say Editayo, why you know they post their video they are so right? Why you know they post them on WhatsApp? Let we see waiting happen and waiting. No. Now they don't go pay WhatsApp, they don't go pay. They don't down all the other one there, so they don't down there. No evidences again. We una one for so we get against the wire. But God make me keep me on them. Yes. God make me keep me on copyright materials. Then we are very indicting. Just like the one for Umaru Fofana, the one for Alfonso Bani, the Soja Mandem, the presidential guards, right? Could you imagine? The presidential guards, you guys think you are smart, and your guys you are not. right? You are still caught on the line.
Yeah. We are journalists.
Presidential guards, you are still caught up.
Okay. Because I think she said some kind of some people from the side. Yeah. I see some kind of some people from the side. Yeah. No, what I say, I saw something like
when I see the
we're not from the side of Bosu, I say from council. Yes. I observe some kind.
Some of them are really well on Una self will be getting video they ever get.
You're just observing the situation.
When I see them, when I look at the presidential guards, when I look at them, when I hear them, when I see them, when I see them, when I see them. Can you imagine? Like all I so. When I the reason this will be the tell you now, I'm not going to post them in evidence in social media because it is not for social media consumption, it's for serious business. For the International Criminal Court and the indictment of President Bio and his team. Now, una will be getting the other videos the one are sending where able for play so. Una check on a phone them if you're able to access them again. They all don't go down. They don't go pay WhatsApp. And Meta, they don't put them down because when you pay them, they put them down for you. So you see? So they think they are smart. They are not. As for me, I was born to live, to work for the people of Salon. Family, I'll go to the next topic of discussion for today. All left is one answer because there are more better days ahead. Always here I want to say is that I go repeat them again and let it be on record. Editayo and PPP should not be held accountable for August 10 killings, but President Bio and his cohorts. The next topic of the discussion for today say, Abdullahi Jallo exposed SVTV1 host Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi. Family them and back on this particular matter. And until and unless Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi put down and delete me copyright interview where grant to her. As time comes, I'm sure she will pay for it. Yeah. Now, that one the way they feel say, Editayo, why are you asking Khadija for money? Or neither has this thing been limited to money issue, right? No, it is not about money. I'm a professional journalist myself. I don't grant a lot of interviews to AYV TV, to Star TV, SLBC, among others. I've never asked them for money. How can I? Why would I ask them for money? No. Interview, they go with money. So don't misconstrue me. This issue about me and Khadija is not about money. It's about lack of trust. It's about lack of trust and clandestine movement surrounding this whole issue under review. And I have rights to my copyright. Let me talk. Let me situation. Let me story I relate to you. If I say you don't Umar Okeja, no, Bola, you hold on for me small. I'll go for bring una cam on video. But just patient small, yeah. I will bring una cam on. Umar, she say you have for cam online, yeah. She say you have to make a video call, but hold on small. Make a hit on the issues. Until I don't done, I will allow few calls for kind side. So Umar will hold on small, yeah. Pamudem, just like what they say. My take on Khadija is not about money. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, please. First of all, when I watch the video interview I do with Khadija, if I ever mention inside this, say I is trained on help me with money, no. Now Khadija make a plea on my behalf. She made a plea, and that plea is still on the live video, and whosoever watch it at any point in time would want to get on to her to support me, for which she will not give me the money just as she has started, right? So my point now is, if I ask Khadija for put down the plea or the authorization note where I give him after I begin for act strange, he willingly say go put down the authorization note. Then tell me say I go put down the video. Come on, are you serious? Not so the video precipitates the authorization note. So what are you talking about? right? So far with them, I not that much for say, make I just provide to the evidences the way I get. One, let me take them from the term Usai I begin for doubt Khadija. That is to say, he grants the interview to me on the 5th of October. I'm sorry, November. This year, right? Then this year. On the 5th. On the 6th, I call him for express me disenchantment over the way and manner in which she treated me immediately after my interview, for make he call me, for make her talk to somebody where he claims he want for help me. That person they hold me on the line for 2 hours with bogus talk them, including some which are very sensitive. Could you imagine? The privacy of LAJ was let loose by this 419 guy by the name of Abdullah Jallo, where I go post in mobile number for now later on, right? Even though we know they're using picture, they know they're a criminal. They're all partners in crime, right? So Khadija, if this young man where they call Abdullah don't send message to me, na me other phone, say hi and waiting, Google day, bro, I want to talk to you, I ignore him. Why you for go push on my throat now, for call me, connect me on a 3-line discussion with him, for talk with him? Does that make sense? And when I want to try for defend Khadija, when I go listen to more, apart from this, instead of side outside implicating self, we will make when I go no say she's culpable, right? And she's a defeating personality because at the start of this whole thing, now I'm beginning for tell me, say, Mr. Temple, I know say when I go post this information about your interview here, some people then go say, no go there, no grant interview with Amo. Must know how dangerous you are. When you self know that, and they fear people their opinion. So far with them, make a play for now. Immediately, where this thing here so happen, right? The next day, I began for call Khadija when at the 6th and express me disenchantment to them say, Khadija, I not like the way and manner in which that young man talked to me, right? I not be like him at all. Because I not be expect you for let you call me and get the platform for talk to me where I don't know the person. Only for make I can't observe say this person is so not genuine.
Right? And I guess waiting at the aim for achieve in anything we had to do. Yeah. So since I get my own fixed plan and I get my own program of agenda, I'm not going to allow at any point in time for somebody try to divert me for waiting we don't plan for achieve, right? So in that light, I need to ask you to say, waiting at the way forward now, because after we interviewed yesterday, I appreciate the comments then and everything you can say. The only thing we have issue, now this man will be bring cancer will connect me for them or talk. Let me tell you, one thing me, unless I'm a slow speaker, right? I'm slow to speak. I'm fast to listen. Okay.
Samuel, we say, hold on for over 10 to 20 minutes. While cut time, you cannot for this to time. Why do you say call me to recording for when I get them clear?
Yeah, no talk. Okay. So can we proceed now? Yeah. Firstly, just like I was saying, I really appreciate the platform you gave me yesterday through the program, right? For me, for explaining to the people of the world, waiting and experience, and waiting at the field for achieve out of this particular discussion we will be get to and in continuation of them, right? And mind you, I want to remind you that with all the invitations that are turned out for media engagement, I think that the first person we are able for grant interview to and give the opportunity for them to discuss this issue in public here. So just like I was saying, and after we discussion now, as you say you connect this young man with, I don't know, you know personally?
No, I don't. So now just give you a heads up, yeah?
Okay.
And I think I can come in that conversation back and give you a clue, not about bad, because that person you don't say where it works, you understand? Immediately we done, now it called me. You know, you get connection, the way it will connect you, you understand? I guess you read that comment from one of the participants, you understand?
Okay.
What it say, because I say, okay, when I got the need, I said, are you sure you can connect them? So that was the impression we give me. Now I say, I know I said, he say, you know, connect to me. You understand? So it was on that ground. I don't want to say engage for anything, but rather, if they say they get the connection today, then they don't hold that from you. We don't need for dialogue, but rather just do the needful in terms of the
Exactly.
That's it.
Because what you look for, just like I was saying, me and you talk for almost 2 hours. Could you imagine? I should have gone to bed by then, the time to go after 12 and waiting. But I just forget the time here. But trust me, like I said, I can let people in time for almost 2 hours. Say at the time the person I want trying for them to know I have to talk to you before you show the speech and we can listen to you. You still the talk and waiting till we ended up now. Maybe for next one now we start to call you eventually. But the fact remains is here, just like I said. I appreciate in someone because me, so everything anybody says, be it sense or nonsense, I appreciate you because I must take something out of that day for move ahead. But trust me, for that 1 and more hours, up to 2 hours delegation yesterday, waiting delegation end up to I am for figure outside because I'm a British claim, and apart from British claim, even I'm a seasoned journalist and investigative journalist who work for investigate. That makes me as slow for speech, and when I speak to issue, right? So for lessons again, and I can tell you yesterday, say for that time for up to 2 hours for that we talk to, it means a lot, right? But as you say, in submission and in playlist was more tailored around defending Umar Fofana, can you imagine? And also wanting to instill fear in me about President Bill in ruthlessness and in government in determination for get on people way if you see an obstacle to them. And I think I tell us this, really, maybe in moment like I say, but in moment capacity, right? One time first we know the free. That's what they call fear. This time he said, because what's in it for? That same blood and water will inside me. Now in inside you, and I'm inside Mother Bill, and I'm inside Usama bin Laden with that too. So all my getting capacity, the way I will respond to issues. We are not afraid Usama bin Laden says when it is so. Because if you say you bad me, I bad pass you. Because what's in it for? If you see I give up myself when I was much more younger, for work with the British Intelligence Service, IMAX, for going ahead with LJs, now the brain that they use, for doing everything what they do. Even though I'm big, I'm physically fit, but maybe you might say I'm small, but I got big brain and everything. So in that light, just because you asked me if there was any fruitful discussion or outcome out of a 2 hours discussion, there was nothing. To an extent, I reached a particular point, I therefore make myself self-mercy. The defense I have put up for Umar Fofana, when the guy for talk says you get a limited time for post BBC reports and waiting. So because of that, you're not able to put all waiting happen soon at Eastern Police into the reports and waiting. But I look at Stella and say, okay, well, from the August 10, till now as I'm talking to you, that particular issue they pay, whether on the video, so whether catch camera, you know, put it inside. So waiting at the defense. So I don't know the case. Even it was deliberate or non-deliberate, I figure I would say the one for really defending our Fofana. We need another problem because I'm a journalist, I'm open up to debate, and if you say for asking me critically minded questions, another problem like because for that is the role of a journalist. You ask and the devil's advocate question, they're not afraid charging. Because when I've been at St. Pedro, that's a training at LNJ. I'm open to discussion, especially when you say I don't get continue motive in which they do now and then not exactly now national influence and which is so cut long word short. Next time when you're talking on this line, I therefore check me other phone as he say if you don't say hi to me. Despite my phone number and because you know just how I say, my mind is made of my dear sister. I'm not waiting around for achieving which I do so. Even if that is not the guide me path because it's for I'm a seasoned journalist. What will happen is it's all about journalistic work. And then with my future, I'm willing to take responsibility for anything where I say or anything that happens with me. With my future, because it's for I know what you're doing. So I'm a approach for certified say yes, that they get that vehicle. I don't for create some mention in the public committee because I know say action is subject to review, be it legal review or what have you. So me a big man, I know what they do. So the person right now is able to talk to me. Let me discuss the issue, what you have to bring to the table. Period 91 we can done inside 5 minutes to move ahead. If I just say you're not nothing to offer me, and let you start through without any aggressive approach and everything, because just like I was saying, the level of full person talk said, I didn't listen to them. So, cut long watch of the entire say no more. Why is you don't connect me into that issue line now? We don't talk. I check me other phone, I say we don't send hi to me. And like I was saying, I don't mind if now before you know my you bring come if you are doing for you discuss with you and everything. No. So I don't discuss with another in line there because we don't get time for any LOI. No. That's why what do you do for talk to me? What's not the way forward? Let me talk. That makes you see me take time for them for giving you go ahead say for granting interview with you because I see so commitment and wanting to get to the issue. So the discussion with yesterday and all the fruitful at the end of the day. Listen, I'm not looking out for money for buy food for eat or waiting. No. Because what you look for is after all what you don't talk for 2 hours, you're able to give me an alphabetical approach of A, say, okay, write A, then I will help you, or write this A, B, C, D, G. And nothing like that. Then you can tell me now, say, as how time they go, I will consider for put some money into your account. Come on, I say saving a big and money business I want to know which I get to. No. You are here, they tell you one self, say not the money I want for myself. Now approach for solve this menace now we conflict. Anyone
people consider, that means that their intention is not clear.
Exactly.
Their intention of clear. This issue that I would definitely call. I would say, I was a bit disappointed because I believe that the conversation for me take no more than the most the max 30 minutes.
Exactly. 1 hour, some to 2 hours for waiting when nothing fruitful come out of there. Just for wanting to instill fear in me about President Gio in ruthlessness. Listen, now Salon Abide with from when he started administration, he reached almost year or so. At the go on television and the radio, all men tell them this thing is who are they talk to, and they tell on television. People when the people is ready for me. If you say this is very President Gio, why are we together for? Why? No. The reason why I escaped one, I know I let them kill me. Then I'm not able to tell the world waiting I get. Let me to see I escape come by as also. But I don't escape out of fear. I escape because it's for
Mr. Eddie,
yeah.
I want to be patient here. I want you just give me an ear. Come here and then hold on, put it in a line. Hold on, just hold on. And then put on this line, just hold on and the corner and the other line. Then you put that, yeah?
No, listen. If you want, you can put them on this 3-line conference call that I do on yesterday. Because and then now we discussion with them. Not reach more than 10 minutes, making no past 10 minutes. I just want to give with position. Okay.
I don't miss much,
Exactly, because you yourself know how to come sit with you with one funny or push and say you are not. But trust me, my mind is made up. I know what I have to achieve.
Yes, exactly. Hold on.
So another person can distract me at all.
The intention of putting up the call. Hold on for me, hold on. Just hold on. Okay, Mr. Paul, I just see you on the line. Can you kindly give me a call? I see you go off while I call you, but you don't come back from. Give me a call, very important. Thank you.
Excuse me. Hello, you call, I'm waiting. Mr. Cole?
Yeah, I just left a message saying I don't.
No. Whose name you call him? Whose name you call him?
Now, Paul is saying, I wouldn't tell you.
Paul? Okay, no, okay. You say they use Paul Duro, but now Abdullah Jallo, 999. Yeah, they say they use Paul Duro. No, I think I'm Mr. Cole, you call him. Just say it's a Cole. So I just want to say maybe that they don't show, say, I don't know. But the fact remains, my dear, I don't want to be labeled on the point of issues. If you don't call and say, I can see you just discuss now, but the fact remains, no more, I feel them when he use you for get on to me, for can talk nonsense. Because I know they give us an audience, so. No. Almost England and American calls them where they reject almost text away as I say, I just delete and straight because I don't have time for nonsense.
You understand? Because you use me.
Exactly.
You can't on the gold with it.
Exactly.
You understand?
They're not coming with nothing at the table.
Yes, you're not sincere at all. I don't like that. Hold on for me, yeah. Just hold on. In the bother me, so hold on. It's like you provoke people that will not suffer already.
Exactly. Now, this is what them do. Because how I don't suffer, they can't suffer. So I can ask a lot of things solution to the problem. Most of us can't instill fear in me again.
What thing people don't accomplish that 2 hours game was so much.
Exactly. All that again, I make a feel I'm taking the that way at least 12 o'clock, sir. The head ask me right now. Yeah. Because the time for sleep, when some man they wake up that 4:30 in the morning day. Could you imagine? So people are waking up at 4:30. They actually they prepare for go sleep now. Out of I do talk to them.
They show me say in like a snitch on like now you can say now God guide me study back when I talk. What say now for you guys back now say you say you know say no God you address.
No, that's normally that's true.
Yes,
not that self. Instant self proven with all the statements they will make. You prove and say yes, like nature is in between, or wait to get onto your motive. But the fact remains, I treat them like a big man and professional. My dear sister, passionately for telling me for be careful and what you are up to, because in terms of computer businesses, I'm an OUS specialist. The same knowledge with it.
Famble them, when I don't listen. So how me and Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi pass? When? On the 6th. Could you imagine? On the 6th of November, that is to say, after the 5 will grant me the interview, the 6th, as I wake up, so now call I'm so me to be the talk so, express me disenchantment on the way and manner in which it connects me with that criminal day, because that boy is a criminal. But me to understand, say, he is her partner in crime. And they can't prove and to her. Khadija, they say, you know, Sabi that boy day and wait as a kissing, but they can't prove him. Then, just like how Khadija in the say, he used me time for 2 hours, something with me and you before I achieve. Okay, listen, family, then there's one thing I'm going to get very clear now. I don't get no partner in what I do, so I'm alone in this. For like I come on a street and go video or wait here video, so risk me life. Other now they can take glory of what I don't do. For can take credit of that. No. Or other call for can form management team for the way they do. No. If you appreciate me, well and good, let me move on. And Khadija Asanti Janabe, now ask me for make a prepare, right, an authorization note for say I authorize them for like get that money for me for that money kind side. Why you for asking me for that say? Because if you grant me interview, then send money that you propose that you platform. If you want give me again, if you don't want give me all to left to you. But why you for ask me for prepare official, right, authorization note send them to you for let you put them on, let people then go for send more money to you? Does that not clear this time to say the least? Somebody will want for help me in the likes of Amina, Majid, and waiting, right? Amina, Majid, something, right? Where men to only the talk. I see the genuineness in them, right? From the first day where he called me, say somebody give him $50 for me. She was genuine. And before he sent the $50, he added on $50 day. He sent them to me without asking me. Like family them, if I play for one, I go shock. All the talk with me and Khadija, they talk every day. They call me. Why you for calling me for waiting? I bring you into partnership or waiting. Then always you want for no. Now Usai a day. Now Khadija one for no. So the hidden forces the way they work for, I don't know. But if you say me not possible to be carried away by woman voice or woman business, no. I'm too handsome to be fooled by a woman. We're both woman and they out there, where for woman business I want, I can't forget on to them. But now I get bokutin and me head for think of. So in that light, why you they can't talk to me and ask me for Usa a day and try for psych me? They can't even talk for that produce. He said maybe better way call me, interject me in the boy conversation. Why you left one at the line you go? Yes, you go. When are you connecting me the person? No. Tell yourself for call and back for forget on to them. Oh my days, family that big no Khadija not play with me emotions, right? Then family them for proof now say this Paul Joe boy where they use PD or waiting. Ibrahim Jallo, he know Khadija well, and then they into something like I'm playing for her now, let una listen for herself when the Paul draw, the implicating self, and they bring in other people them like LJ, which is very confidential, and that of Mohamed Kamarimba. Could you imagine Paul Draw call Kamarimba, where he in a prison, so the boy they explain to him predicament in problem with him fake impersonation for say he get international connection for help people there. You know, able before that can expose and to me. Okay, for proof that case, why you for bringing Kamarimba in business and LG in business can to me for proof say yes you want for come on, you want to talk to me. The same thing like Khadija back do. For like a grant an interview, you get for send interview that we don't do it in the net, them Ajibu Jalo and others and waiting. APC people should be very careful with this Khadija Hassan Tijana. You guys should be very careful with her, right? Now I can prove and so on more. They're not going to say no more. I even owe an apology to Weird, yeah, Weird Online TV. Because Weird called me first when I was in Sierra Leone. I rejected and refused for Grant's interview to them because I was in the devil's mouth in Sierra Leone. Even when I come, before a Grant interview to Khadija, when they called me over the talk, I asked them about the credibility of Khadija. And they say, go ahead and grant an interview no more. No problem. We don't mind. Even though now we thought we don't talk to you, but I say, please, I don't want to because I thought we don't talk to me. And now we had force for talk to for explain the story. So why Khadija not go put this interview down? What's not the big deal about this whole thing? Why you not go put me story down in the interview? Why you not go put them down? Family, wanna listen now. Khadija in partner in crime. How we expose them? Wanna listen?
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Is that Samuel Wise Bangura?
No, family, I'm sorry. You know, this is not Samuel Wise Bangura and Sai. I not reach to AYV8. I not reach to AYV8. Family, I not reach to AYV8. I'm sorry. I know it's to AYV, to AYV and Julie Tombo. How AYV then stage manage Housemate Salon Season 3 in favor of Julie Tombo. Fambo them just like I was saying, I play for now Khadija Hassan Tijana being partner in crime.
Thank you. But really, when you
could you imagine?
Okay.
Now listen, you know,
we get prison at the when they work at prison, when they give information. Even the time when come with greater than a little information. You understand? Most of the things with the people they don't see the information on the net. So even like lastly, even this follower they talk now, all of them here, and you can't play for it, and you play for it something.
Okay.
And you can't play for it something. Then you get the background. No, you know that.
Okay.
So I talk to people, but people don't know. Look, I talk to people behind the scenes. Okay, that to be recorded.
Okay.
I do the show you this as somebody. Okay, that good. Okay. I do I start from I do the start I we say the other can go continue now with chance so before they can go look at. Man, I felt so bad. And I personally, how can I tell this water? When you send that message, that's what people arrest you. Man, I felt so bad. And I felt defenseless. How can I tell water? When you send that message, that's what people arrest you. I send the message to people as they but these people, they don't get respect for any human rights.
Well, now Khadija is ever call me, so that connect someone. Do you will connect them or let me connect them?
Okay, you want to connect that?
Yeah, because he call me, but I don't know if we pick a link for connect them.
Okay, let me connect them.
Yes, Khadija. No, well, me and Idris will talk, and I still they talk to me on the line, so before you call. Okay. Okay. I'll call.
Yeah.
Men who don't talk to the same, I don't talk to with children of school, and so men who go talk before themselves, they go to bed.
Okay. I don't need to have to pray for you something.
Yeah.
This I keep on my reference. You understand?
Yeah.
Keep on my Anybody want to talk on TV? I'm Mohammed on talk.
Yes, I get some.
I get several interviews of people in that country. You understand? When they talk to their team. You see, most of the team they have been coordinated. They make us so feel with people. When they talk to each other, they see people who have so you see, all this, like, it's a long interview, but he knows how to record her while they talk to her.
Okay.
You understand? You don't know.
Okay.
And it's what they tell you. There's no idea about that.
Okay.
Then God, if anything.
The kind they talk around when student guy they get ruthless. Also the guy know well in bladder they are both guys.
Which I say that call Khadija, I say tell Editayo. You see, Edmond, I swear,
yeah.
But Emmanuel Safabula, I swear, them they just get the program there. Every Saturday, so the Edmond, they remember they do the advert, they put in there. They are so happy for talking nonsense for people. But look now, the only thing I hear Edmond talk, I want to talk about fear, nonsense.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, all the things they do, all the God they will get, we know it's we get a record of all so they happy. Only in how they happy, so they document everything.
Mm-hmm.
That makes them more free. God in a team will do so well in this man of. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only with the border.
So, what if we say that they look forward now to salon problem with this man at the end of affairs?
He dodge that side, he dodge him. Wanna listen.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Good go for it. So I just I will try to guide you how to link with the necessary organization. I will tell you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We shall be able to contact them. Because when this so the main factor they able to spend send them something saying they want then they begin talk about you. So now that's in the way they make sure you go share say, you know, you go tell us that you never go show location, but you go to see now. So you said something in the rest you personal self, you never go there. Exactly. And that's important. Exactly. So you never go there to go to my then people that know that's the way they go down the issue. Then they go to the appropriate authority system. You know, see chairman about when you make things so when you go to you go first activity, not so be. You go to the office, you go to how is it now? All the way they do so. Let's say if you ever begin to go online and publish it in there, but how can you do that? You can only do that when you get what you want. You can get people there, you get your own platform, you develop. But for what's that they don't about water? Forget what they for safe for going to that place. Those people are very useless. They don't joke. Take it from me, they don't joke. They don't joke. And then the whole problem so they let you. You know that Mohammed did it? You know that Mohammed did it? No. Okay. Council. You know the council who come up with different people. Maybe we are in a mistake, not so. Also so. Yes. I mean, you know, you for so they talk, see, no sin at me. Which them go tell I no sin at me. All the other one will be doing the bit. Nobody knows what I'm saying. It just shows you want to do it. And you want to do it. What about the big word away there?
Come with make a hold on first now before I go to the second one, make a just go in the background. When I hear this person here with the talk, so this now the Abdullah Jallo boy we Khadija Hassan Tijana Bay call immediately after our program on that they connect me on 3-way for them to talk. When I hear how dangerous this boy also is, could you imagine this boy they play with the predicament of LJ first way start with say LJ not the see with in YI. Right, I do get the contact information. I don't know. Then later on, he go into Mohammed Kamarimba when I'm very heart-rending. He brag and claim say he gets international connection for help people. Them. I glad the way Kamarimba ask him say, "What do you mean?" Where they tell Kamarimba say, who don't people the way they fight for you for ensure say then people they also give you chance for able for come out of prison and go get proper medical and everything. Even though he brag say before they can Kamarimba go to court without wheelchair. Yes, now Ian Kamarimba talk so. Then, waiting a million day to wait Ian Kamarimba talk, to an extent you can play and to me, then you can't tell me, say no record me. Could you imagine as criminal as he is? And this is the kind of person where Khadija they move with. That is why they say birds of the same identical plumage conjugate in the same vicinities. Show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. Yeah? And when I hear the boy talk and say, now the reason this way make Intel Khadija for make he call me, let me into talk and waiting for almost 2 hours because this is just part of our place. You know, prefer no solution. Instead of a bogus talk and other people the issues they kind to, which is not correct. It is not correct. Yeah. Then hearing now way they talk about Kamarimba way and even get any solution for help the man. It's ridiculous and based on the recording we don't do with the man now for the game play with people that have make money or waiting and no. So this is the thing where the people there they do. Like how Khadija Hassan self grant me interview. During the interview, they call on people there for help me. After that, he tell me, say make I give him an authorization note which I did. Then 1 week after, nothing happened. Then make an ask question. Then even when I ask the question, why the country decided to now, I want to go waiting Khadija say to me. Could you imagine Khadija will go school will understand English? I ask him a question with a question mark. And not just write them so no more. I put a question mark there. Then they ask me a ridiculous question. So I will not become suspicious. But the first house I made to talk, so where I tell them a principle that I don't mix my nonsense was on the 6th, 1 day after the interview. So make an awfully say the hardware they put on Paranso and waiting now because of now and money. It's not about money business because I know they expect money after interview with anybody. Now my willingness for grants interview. Now most people don't call me in Nigeria. I not go call them names them. When I respect the media, where they call me for interview, I say no. Because I know one person can't take me predicaments and situation for take make money. No. When I don't do me documentary, I go begin grant interview. That's when I know say the documentary is out. I don't make money out of them. Khadija is wicked. Somebody make a play for her again. This idiot here called Abdullah Jallo. Some of the things that we say, we're very, very, I don't know. Now listen.
What is the happy? And you want to be in host, not to say it.
Okay.
Say, if you get people when they are, not to say it. That was the truth. 100% source. You know, so I get from Melba. Sleep of the tongue. Not call them, I give them information. Did they act on my intelligence? No. What do you get for them? The time when Paulo shut the internet down was too late. You understand? I know. That makes the phone shut down. You know that who that talk to? No. Phone shut down. You know the Geneva. Okay. Geneva, we in Papa na Cambia in Comuna outside, minister of something back in Papa Geneva.
Okay, that would be the member of parliament.
No, not member of parliament. Yeah. Now Geneva will give information. We talk about when it show and was too late. They don't say we don't listen. They don't listen. So, me own word, my wall of inform.
So that's right for call this media so now but because also if you will wait for the call before it is so anything like that, I don't save your number, then I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, call me. Mr. will put for you something here.
No problem.
Mr. will do something for you.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you. Obviously, the money for you, everybody comes to back, everybody can see it. Respect and good. Okay, Mr. Jallo. Thank you very much. Respect you.
Fambudem, why are the oldest Boku Talk interview here? Because I believe I don't prove Tona a little bit. I don't present me case Tona. For sure, say Khadija, they work with this boy directly. Like how you see the boy self, they talk, I'm so right. Then look how he ended now. He say, for me to have the 2018 election, the pronunciation of the results, something happened where na Ibrahim Elba, yeah, where they work on strategic communication units now and confirm or confess something to them. We make a raise alarm to APC by then. And Paulo Conte shot the internet, blah, 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 everything. He said, nah, Geneva, they call Geneva, I don't know the person self where they talk to, nah, Dr. We own Sani Sise, yeah, in Pekin. Now they talk about, so we never know self, the Pekin in Papa, everything. This boy is dangerous. But why Khadija will work with them people that are so nami no? Say they include Faja Bagano, listen, just small before they can go to an issue for go to AY evidence of your issue.
Okay, why you won't start Amadia together? Okay. 1970. I won't start Amadia primary together 1977. So when you look at the one and day, when you look at the Amadia primary so it's just a state law. We can see who go meet up now. All the questions. Now he said, no man, see the wow. He said maybe we saw that they say, but you don't know what I want to see. So that's so. That's it. So I wish before you can put that in the before you give the opportunity, you ask your questions. You know, before you can make their statement in it. Because I mean, he owe it to you for explain to you. You understand? Say, Umar, I will do what you will do. So we get evidence, he will tell you that is how we do. You understand? As you can see, I don't think you ask me the question, I will tell you. Be realistic.
Yeah, because just like I will say no more, I can ask you, say, because exactly, I even told you say, the person will give you the pictures themselves, maybe, okay, you just use them, so everything. Now, when I elect you, yeah. Yeah, I was there have a film, not so with a drone camera, with a long-range camera, right? But the issue is here with Umaru. Like I used to say, you know, they see, but I believe say, you know what team up near a motorcar with a private vehicle, then it gets human rights defenders network logo program. Apart from the logo, the camera was telling on Facebook say, well, what if you take the Davis advocate for say that the one that want to perpetrate the violence that they put the human rights defenders network logo for the vehicle for execute the mission. But as a trained British investigative journalist, you see where I call Alfonso Bani, when at the head of the organization, where I take a number on the Facebook page, I call him in a side approach, making no sense to me, and ask him the kind of question I want to ask him, and God make you answer me everything, confirm, say yes, and they get the vehicle, and this and that has get me. So what I'm trying to say, apart from any other kind of thing, yeah, me don't think say, like I said, they say we are all trained and qualified journalists. In as much as Umar might be challenged with the fact of working with a ruthless government now, where if he puts everything inside a report, sometimes it will on time. But we still say if you have a better position, reporting for a bid for the BBC, with a reputable institution, where they not go arrest them or do them bad for what they say, because they for if they attempt to life, and it will affect the government greatly. So why do we for what team up here? These people with a private vehicle, you get people that wear uniform, one don't wear uniform, they all gone. I mean, they talk to them comfortably. That person which is on the one outside come out to the worker for one step. You go meet them now. Engage them inside the Musuka. The time you say engage them, which kind of question you ask them, they don't know. But when you get interested in the question, the interest only get is in the area of professional misconduct, right? For a private vehicle on board soldier man and Delta, they will know where uniforms or where uniform. Then, near them, like the police day, and about 3 or 4 police talk in the back day. So why do we want to fail for putting report? Say yes, the demonstration are so go, they say it was an insurrection or it was a failed coup or anything. But amongst the vehicle that we are using, we see now, we are private vehicle which is professional misconduct. Right? So why even for reports that they say like I say this happens to people inside it? So the main one of contention that one day. And I will use them for ask and say, let's defend the question or ask and say, waiting and think about that, say no, not this again for ask because you know for why?
Family, I make just ignore this mediocre, so we can talk another time for that. But the point where if they try for raise, so that the fact that he was just defending Omar Fofana, because that's again another thing. Because 2 things I accuse him for doing that 2 hours. Bokutoko bring to me. 1, if they defend Omar Fofana. 2, for try for instill fear in me. They too didn't know I'm a fearless person. You know what I mean? Eh? So just like I was saying, again, all the Boku talk away talk, but this is the kind of person where Khadija connects me with, right? Then Khadija say no Sabia or everything. But all the same, Khadija, family them there wanna help me talk to Khadija, make it put that inside with it down. Because if he fail for put them down, then I owe no alternative but for take legal action when the time is ripe, and he will pay cost for that. And before that, I'm sure he will pay the price to reputational damage where we expose them further with the evidences the way I get here. So family, now let's go to the next, which is the last topic of discussion for today. We say how blogger Hawanatu Kone and Samuel Wise Bangura conspired with Junior Navo to stage manage Housemaid Salon Season 3 in favor of Juliana Conte alias Julie Tombo as against Aminata Mansari alias Lady Nata. Fambudem. I was shocked for a few days. But Fambudem, I'm sorry, before I go under here, make I just show us something. Usai I send this message to, I would call this lady herself, waiting her name himself, Khadija Asantijan Nabe. When I see the question, I ask him, I say, any good news? When I see the question, I ask him, when that make you see, I think I now say she's Reaper, just like how Portable can say, right? She's a Reaper. Could you imagine? I asked Khadija Hassan Nabe a question, only for making respond to me question. Could you imagine? You see the question with a question mark. Then they can ask me another question inside question mark. When I listen, wait till tell me now on that day, before I begin for talk to them, where is okay, the best thing, make a connection now, make a grant you interview, let the world hear what you say. If you say one limiting itself to say, let put down the authorization notes, like for saying a money business, somebody in my head. That's why I tell her, so let put down the whole interview. She was shocked. He said, no, they put the interview down. The later on, even caught me, hanging me up the phone. Could you imagine? What a disrespect for communication. Now, after I ask her this question, I say, hello, Khadija, any good news? With question mark. When I see him, he did it. Question mark. Right? Khadija now send me this response. Could you imagine? Like for saying, they see. If they see you, when I respond this way, he send me, why ask this question?
Oh, Mr. Ede? Yeah, everything. So you say you get good news? Okay, or the question, yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, they call you. I just will take my break, but they call you still in a job. They call you just now, they return to me work. Next, and then I'll go it's okay. I'll wait the time, call me the next 20 minutes, yeah?
Somebody what I used for calling me every day from after the 5th interview. They try for psych me for no me location, USA day and wait here be up to and all. Now where I text so on then days here so before it come out to that interview the same day. They ask me now, we're not to sleep if you sleep, not for 10 minutes, I sleep, I be sleep, right? They ask me, they ask me back. Say, are you asking me a question or are you telling me that you don't get good news? Could you imagine? However, Khadija, I'm disappointed in you. Khadija Hassan Tijanabe of SVTV1, I'm disappointed to say the least here. But trust me, you will pay for it if you fail to live up to expectation. Pambodem, what's happened here for the Housemate Saloon Season 3? Just like I was saying, prior to the start of Housemate Saloon Season 3, I wanted to corner the blogger. He called me. He said, Editayo, you know, see what's happened na Kuta between Nata and Julie. He said Nata left all the way eastern, he go now western, and go fetch Julie na Kuta Road, right? He says so because of that, really, you need for hit hard on him so that, yeah, he will pay for him price and then, if possible, being disqualified prior to the show because what you do is not correct and all. So in that light, Jonavo want for talk to you, right? Jonavo say, well, you do something for him in light of this, yeah. Then you go talk to Samuel Wise Bangura, blah blah, me and to talk after that. Now so I make a call Samuel Wise Bangura. Call Samuel Wise Bangura. Can I call me safe at the same thing they tell me? But really, waiting there while I do, now for I hit on Nata as opposed to Julie, and maybe disqualify them or pave the way. I don't know what they want for achieve at the end of the day. So, but me with my own common sense, say I can't play such a role because similar thing they happen with Mustafa by Attila and Mojoy Kaikai. After I don't come out interview Mojoy Kaikai when I be a friend of mine before Attila, yeah, I began to say no, make her go again and go interview Mustafa by Attila. Where one young man by the name of Victor Cole, I believe with him as personal assistant. He gave me access. I talked to Attila, interviewer. When I see Attila in office, I see the brain, the computer where he gets, right? And the braille machine where they need for buy some other computer accessories for a company and for label for use them. I see him vehicle. I see so many other things the way Attila be the suffer from. I say no, I can't just take Mojo Kaikai's audio, who said Attila the course and go play and for satisfy Mojo Kaikai. I say I do professional journalism. So after talking to Mustafa by Attila, I began for call President Kuruma by then, explaining everything, right? Before the Saturday, Sylvia Blyden take me Jitel and other journalists them for go Kenema that will be the fate for this same social welfare position and office here where then get later. So me not that kind of person where they take story from one side. No. I'm too professional to be compromised. Yeah. If you give me money for do professional work, I go do them. But you can't control me how you want time. So in that light, because I take the interview or my position from the fact that yes, Julie and Nata should be petitioned and also queried for such kind of conduct, because if they can't go inside the house, it will be counterproductive. Navo and AYV and others and vex by me. So the press conference should before called the following day when they don't invite me to the press conference, it was cancelled because I was there, and then also I will ask them tight question, right? So cut long word short, after they cancel this particular press conference here, so then go ahead for organize the show and put Nata and Julie inside the same house. Una say see always here, but only for explain again, right? But the fact remains, I want to let people that know say Hawana to Kone is one of the dangerous bloggers as well, as equivalent to Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabe, based on waiting and they do so for selfish aggrandizement. Yeah. I want to Kone, where as he said now, we put much per Mimi, Zahat, and waiting in LEC. Even though that is again another issue we are not going to talk about, because we make for if the government of Salon declare LEC wanted, LEC they give money to people, they move around, and then for trace me now, they want for trace me for no Saturday. Yes, they want for trace me through me system and waiting. Yes, for can arrest me. I don't know for waiting for LEC when a murder suspect and we don't escape. They left family, they work to an extent that they go into love relationship with somebody with their inside. They not go all me Mizayat now, right? Me now, people themselves they afraid for talk to me. People they afraid for support me financially because they say they afraid me and not trace them numbers them to or arrange money and which as the case may be. So this is what I'm talking about: President Bio and his government lack of commitment to address challenging issues in Sierra Leone. Now, I wanted to corner, like I was say, we call me for do this particular dirty work we are not do. I do what me think say right? For that one I know say is guilty, she's guilty as charged, and it work for Navo. Navo he know me. He know me from the days of Mariama Diarra na UNFPA and Madam Nimata Majetwoka, where they invite me to Butch's Council, where I come out today and go question the ambassadorship of Navo by them till we go na UNAPSI radio and waiting, and all other issues don't come between me and two, including the one who said that the Sarge again go attack me in 2007 at Kojimi for sake of this same Navo, we say me don't work. Because me personally for buy me with money, my credibility comes first, right? So I not do what Navo wants by them. So because of that, they were annoyed, cancel the press conference, do it and do so. But because their focus was to ensure that how they call this, Julie Tombo gets waiting they don't connive and arrange for, then do what they want for do. Fambu then for sure say Samuel Wise Bangura and Hawana to Kone work for Gino Navo for achieve this kind clandestine and stage managed goal so. And we see her now in Julie Tombo say Julie is not that individual, right? Where somebody go be proud of as the winner of Housemaid Salon Season 3 and a brand ambassador, because her behavior and output is below standard. It's below standard, yeah. So for proof that stoner, make a play this for make una listen as well.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Is that Samuel Wise Bangura?
Yes. This Editayo and Joseph.
Exactly, Samuel Wise Bangura. I greet you as my brother.
Yes, sir.
Paito, which happened to any so?
Why you did manage me at this corner,
But what happened because I wanted to corner them this year and tell and say, but that colleague called me that day for that Julie Tombo and that's the issue. The agreement's going to go fine. I don't know, now follow the script people fine. From that day, they only give me that 500,000, bro. Not come out after that again. So what am I trying to say? Now, hope I will say, Motamande way cap for making long, then above all again,
if Jude, I don't call himself, I want to refuse say, yes, all I do that I can work for them, I can't do, and so I do to the best of my ability. Then later, I will not talk to me again, that's not happen. Really, I was not happy about the whole issue, and I make a call himself again and express my disenchantment, especially when we talk to you, you say, no problem, you can ensure that you take control over the situation. So, till now, from that day, Papa, I received nothing, and I was again, not the talk, because I don't know already the names to not talk, I'm not calling and all. But I just like a conversation for telling you. Okay. Okay, because you know how to reach out to her with this matter, right?
So you go first, when you open out, then we say, just let me say, okay, let me show guys what they
no problem. We'll not call another talk to any somebody back. Okay, thank you, Samuel Wise Bangua.
Come with them. I not do this for embarrass Samuel Wise Bangua because I know say his hands are tied behind his back here. Just like I was saying, Samuel Wise Bangua, in my estimation, should be exonerated. Reason being, Navo is the bad Sierra Leonean himself, right? Samuel Wise Bangua has nothing to do. Because what he make for me, I don't work with Navo. From Paradise Bureau to Navo's Bureau, but you see, I've always stood tall, right? So just like I was saying, I'm not going to blame Samuel Wise Bangua because he's working for Navo, so he can do whatever for labor, for surviving and family. Right? But Navo is a bad guy. When you see Navo sack DJ Bass, after all what DJ Bass don't do for him, when DJ Bass, from the time where they be there in Shaka Stevens Street, they operate the newspaper. When you want to forget DJ Bass, bring DJ Bass come inside, alongside White Neil and others, as board members, and could you imagine their status and everything? After I don't misuse, and done with DJ Bass, it dump him, right? DJ Bass were off on repetition because you know what the DJ Bass they say the truth was supposed for saying at AYV at this particular point in time under SLPP because all in Fatima Bio and Mother and they under the same umbrella per waiting and they up to. So you see the dishonesty of AYV where they say now we salon sabi. So I go on for C Usai AYV they say then they call presidential debate or with let people in good we then can evidence there so. But housemate salon now they don't begin cheat so. Just like how you see them cheat 2018 election for meet up the election. Way by then, by now, for meet up election. So AYV on Sunday be the hot. Yes, all man they go. I can't play for now. I want to connect in your side. But make I just done with this side first here. Unabidiyari, housemate salon. I'm sorry. AYV on Sunday. People in the go there. They Lima said they go, they challenge, they talk. But now everything is quiet. Yes, the IB they go before, not to say they go. Because Navo is up to something alongside the mother and his Fatima squad. When it's outside Fatima, they in AYV, they be in yes. Navo should not be trusted and his AYV team. Yeah. Right? And Navo, could you imagine? It seems as if Navo now they train people them for SLPP. After they don't train Abdul Fonti Kabia Don, what he do? Hand over to SLPP. Now you know so Fonti the knock chest. Fonti of all people, oh. Fonti of all people. And they knock chest for SLPP so now in the Mother Bureau. I'm afraid over 4 years to 5 years, 9 Fonti changed so. Not to talk of Priscilla Williams, yes, who they don't send back to Ghana as ambassador so. Yes, now they train people then for SLPP and for mother and government. Not to talk of this other Bobo we then call this new friend, Creole Boy. Yes, Creole Boy for that matter. Creole Boy we attack Lima na Gloucester. Say Lima for washing and doing that Ebola term. Later on, he go back, he go big back. Creole Boy for meet up 2018 election. 9 be there na out in Columba, AYV, they doing Creole program, they criticize, caught on camera, all waiting they happen, blah 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 blah. Creole Boy now, and they cause even like Israel and this year so. Yes, for sake of gentle, they praise gentle now. Yes, Creole, good imagine, Creole Boy will be the worker at AYV prior to 2018 election. They analyze the issues about things going on in the country. Now, Creole Boy not see nothing wrong in the country. Everything is okay. So, is NAVO or AYV not training people for SLPP and for mother and government? From the Samuel Wise, from the, how they call himself? From the Abu Fonti Kabia to the Priscilla Williams, right? And now I will talk about Creole Boy. Many other names than they, right? Including Akiko Kamis, if your own friend. Where I know say in your sister be born with Steve Bio, when a mother Bio in brother, where they get that money for go buy the ammunition, they wait till they will not see the ammunition they hit. Could you imagine? Yes. And also Akiko can get right for talk for mother Bio because in law, Steve Bio in parting come out because Akiko can in sister born for Steve Bio. So what am I trying to say? Why is Creole Boy, maybe they talk so, that in AYV caught on camera every Sunday they do that Creole Boy program. They condemn waiting they happen. Why is he not talking now? Because Navo is up to something. Navo, you have to be careful. But Navo, you know me from Paradise Bio and all me this one. I put for tell and two. No, you know me. Navo said I for tell and two. And family, we'll go to the next one now. Usai Hawana to corner in safe court in the middle of this whole stage managed event for Nata. Sorry, for Julie Tombo as against Nata. I will listen.
Yeah, Laura.
Yes, I wanted to call in an Editayo temple.
How are you, sir?
Thank God I wanted to. But I wanted to, trust me, I'm not happy with you because let me say you call me, you don't call me again. The idea when you call me for Nata and Julie this in business here, right? And it's not been for you, I don't mean for putting out Panda issue there. But I don't call you again for the second time now for saying the way I want to vote treat me on that matter day, I was not happy. I even don't call Samuel back just now, I don't talk to her. I intend to call Navo. But Navo I forget because I therefore call herself for this number, so you know the pick. But trust me, I'm now happy that Julie Tumbo don't get what you want now, or that the case may be. Then I'm afraid the agreement with me on the get, work out well. So I'm going to call you. I'm not happy really. And you are the person they call me. See that you call me matter, they make you back and still they call. And I expect what I get for you to see, and they call you back so much. After today, I will not call you again. But just to let you know that I was not happy the way and manner the discussion we will get and the resolution will come out with. Nata and Adekol and Julie, I'm sure they're happy now in their own way. But for me, I'm not happy.
So I don't know what I need for text Mr. Nabo about that. Mr. Nabo don't come, so I will text about that and tell and say, happy. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because
yeah, definitely. Because I believe, say, we are all elders, right? All man they find your living in your own way. And plus, they're using me for your selfish gain. No, I don't pass down there. Now, when you don't come out from Paradise Bureau to Nagos Bureau and take today, no, when I go self, he also know better, but you know what I mean? He also know better. Because I mean, if I want to talk to him, say, blow mind to him. But when he know me, if I don't say no, the eyes behind my fingers. Yeah. You see, I don't patients are from Paradise days to now. I'm being learned about not getting them enough so. So it seems like if you call me, I can call you back and talk to you. Tell Navo say I'm not happy with the way he treated me with that Julie Tombo and Nata issue, right? So you be the person who call me and for the matter, I'm making sure I call you back. And after today, I'm not going to call you again. I want to. Okay.
I'm going to now. I hear from Hawana to corner himself, yeah. Now. No wonder Julie Tombo will be inside the house and not be there listen to chief. He they challenge the chief. He they challenge chief. Challenge him because what he make for she was up to something as cooked up and stage managed. And after that again, no wonder Julie Tombo not able to live up to expectation as a brand ambassador. Now make you see they go and curse somebody with big person in the person of this woman here, so how they call herself Casada Kitchen. Could you imagine? Okay, let us say Casada Kitchen provoke somebody very close to you and waiting. You as a brand ambassador and I give a course and you can challenge. Come on. Is that the ethics of a leader who should have great charisma and characteristics? Casada Kitchen is okay, now in the kitchen so now. Now in the kitchen so I make I don't expose them all now so make una know how Julie Tombo get waiting he gets so. Because he not deserve him. Now make it a misbehave so. Because he for deserve him. And she's real ambassador with ethics, principle, right? And manners. she would not be behaving as how she's behaving now. And also again, fumble them. So someone will say, but Editayo, why are you doing all of this? Right? Mind you, I'm a journalist, a sincere journalist, and apart from that, I'm an investigative journalist. And the other issue is here, the way and manner in which things they happen at this weekend is Sierra Leone. If we not start for call things by their name, Sierra Leone is going down the drain. Because we are living at a difficult time under which so many journalists have been compromised, so many civil society activists have been compromised. And mind you, these people, the NGOs, the CSOs, and the journalists are those whom the international community are listening to, right? For no way to happen at Salone. But if they don't compromise out of fear or favor or sentiment or solidarity, then I'm afraid no wonder Salone they passed the MCC scorecard without anything to show down there. Look now, in a field business done difficult so. We are using the one for Ace the prize again. Yes. But the MCC scorecard and they pass them. But the food on the table is not there. Addressing people's issue is not there. AYV, that used to be that medium, that is so trustworthy, speaking truth to power, identifying things for the world to see and know, has been compromised. Truly not a person but NAVO and other journalism as well. So how the international community going exactly what happened at Salone? Uma Ufofana has been compromised. Awana Tukone has been compromised. AYV General NAVO has been compromised, right? Alfonso Bani of Human Rights Defenders Network has been compromised here. So no wonder would they suffer at this country so. Why is Fatima Bio and Ion boy picking we not to Salomon born herself for go eat one plate food in London as for dinner, then they waste taxpayers' money, bruh. For go eat empty one plate food for dinner and drink soft drink, take Salome money, fly go London. It better whether young man go molest them so. And this is what we are asking for Sierra Leoneans living in the diaspora, right? If people are able for talking at Salone, for command do for molest Fatima and Madana Salonde, una way to oversee. Una for do that because it make for una stand on the premise of the First Amendment and una protected. These people should be embarrassed in the eyes of the international community, make them know exactly what they do and what they happen. That's very, very disheartening and bad. For them, they treat when they come in the treat when a Salone so. Then they go again, they go lie to the international community. Look like President Bio. President Bio promised free quality education inside manifesto. And the interview will be getting Lagunda or waiting, right? Or Bintumani conference hall, right? Prior to the 2018 election. President Bio acknowledged the fact that pupils are dropping out of school because of lack of uniform, bag, and tuition alongside food. And he promised to address all of those issues. Now, tell me the food, uniform, bags, where you don't address. Only the tuition, which is just a lip service. If you don't pay tuition when at 75,000 for one picking, that parents, they get to buy socks, shoes, bag, vest, uniform, buy books, and pay transport and lunch. Waiting at that 75,000 tuition day. Is that not a fraudulent statement that? Then Salone is still comfortable with that as well. We should not. We deserve better, right? Then President Bio get a bold mind for go sit down with Bill Gates and they mislead Bill Gates that in government don't start to provide uniform and bag for the Peking, which is a lie. It's a big lie. L-I-E, capital, L-I-E, with no apology. How you go say no for tell big man say the lie? Where the man they lie with reckless abandon? What kind of nonsense this, bro? What kind of nonsense this? Take we fat for fry we. Hey, bro, what kind of thing this? Then they take and say we for see them like demigod or we owe them anything. No, we don't owe them nothing. Because President Bio and his team, the civil servants as well, are being paid through taxpayers' money. The sweat will they sweat for through with tax, then they take pay then they enjoy. All what's their responsibility now for maximize the welfare of Sierra Leoneans, but they are failing to do that. And the while we go worship them, no, we will not. They are servants. They are servants. They are being paid through taxpayers' money. And they have the responsibility to maximize our welfare through their administrative ability and competence. But they don't get administrative competence and ability for maximize welfare. Then the one who feel comfortable with that, we will not. Prior to 2018 election, we see where Francis Benekel-Fala, old placard as a lawyer, they demonstrate, they call for more. Yes, talking about the rates of dollar, price of fuel and basic commodities, blah, blah, blah. Now what's in the happen? It's worst. Lima was calling for the military to take over 2018 election. Now, where is he now? Then now we talk. Now for talking ourselves in a problem, then go all at the Macaulay. They just go and arrest people there, say because you talk. Now for talk safe, then they coin I'm saying an incitement. Then you get the likes of Sylvia Blyden. We in from REFP Ninja days to SLPP collaborator days to APC put on an Escoma aid and get appointment to the second back who disgracefully. Now I don't come back in SLPP. Sylvia is a disgrace. No wonder they defend President Bio now for say President Bio should not be blamed for the July 22 suspected cocaine container. Fambudem, you like to make I just rest my case and prepare my breath for some other time, right? And I'm sure it will be tomorrow. Because the stands where we don't take before, I get for continuum until death do me part. I can don't this net sleep and die, no problem. If any true, any source, Motamawan kill me, no problem. But I'm not a coward and I cannot be intimidated. Right? No. Like when I come to dream. The case I don't want to come, you know what I mean? Yesterday I dreamed I was faced with so many bullets. Yes, and shoot me more than almost 10 before I not even die because I able to wake up back and able to talk and tell the story. But I was faced by nightmare yesterday. But that is not part of me. And I make I pray before I sleep. I pray when I wake as well. Yeah. I want to appreciate one sister we can always send me some prayer quotes then. And this sister, now be send her $50 for me. We begin Amina before Amina self adding $50 inside it. I can read all in quotes that we can send to me in prayer points then. My dear sister, thank you so much. I'm not going to call your name because you made them know your name and all, right? But thank you so much. And to Amina, please pass on me gratitude to that sister day. The prayer we pray for me the last time we called me, I was so touched and spirit-filled. And the prayer points already sent to me, and they use them as well. Fambudem, we are doing this for the betterment of Sierra Leone, because as we speak, people are suffering, and only what we need is a change of government come June 24th, 2023. Fambudem, now this particular point I want for the what they call in the dumb for today on program. But as usual, I can always say, let we know, say we all became citizens of Sierra Leone before members of various political parties. So in lieu of the aforesaid, let we learn to be patriotic and nationalistic, right? And work towards national cohesion, which is very important, and unity in diversity. Be it as it may, I rest my submission on the First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. And above all, I rest my case.